This is my diary, a jumble of facts, stories, and impressions. In places, my sentence construction is appalling, caused by jotting down ideas. The constant switching of tense is confusing, too. The original was written in the present tense, but I found in rewriting I was constantly using the past tense. I really am a better speller than this indicates. I simply cannot control a typewriter. Mais oui, allons-y. Comment allez-vous? Fancy bumping into you. Comment allez-vous? Tell me everything that's new. It all began in the summer of 1967. I desperately wanted to go across the pond, so I started to plan a trip around the world. While visiting Calgary that summer, plans were made to book a trip with Cook's Travel Service. Oh. My sister-in-law Doris was to accompany me halfway as far as Athens, where my solo trip would begin. My husband is not one for travel. He doesn't like being away from home. I'm not sure why. As for me, I just can't stay still. Do I want him to come? Yes. But I do like my freedom. Do I love him? Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Honey, indeed I do. Travel light. All I took was a pink lightweight air flight suitcase, a tote bag, and a handsome brown leather purse. My wardrobe consisted of a brown suit, a brown and gold metallic cocktail dress, a three-piece green skirt/slack jacket set, light sweaters, blouses, and an all-weather top coat in beige and brown brocade.
Lullaby in Birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my Birdland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves illuminate love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss.
My niece Tara, age 5, and nephews Dave, age 8, and Rick, age 6, planned their very own send-off party for Auntie. We played games of their devising. I was astonished by being beaten by my 5-year-old niece fair and square in a card game. With great care, they made very good replicas of all the conceivable things I might travel on. Camel, airplane, train, ship, sampan, helicopter, and many more. They were so right. What a variety I was on. Boy, I love those kids. And 5 times 8 is 40. Very good, students. Figure 8 is double 4. Figure 4 is half of 8. If you skate, you would be great if you could make a figure 8. After peering in several cafes, we picked a nice looking one. We had a meal, but not a very exciting one. The bill, however, proved we had dined. $14. What do you think of that? The 3 big pyramids loomed before me in a heat haze. I was met by a wizened man, agile as a goat. Wished it had been Optal instead. My new guide took my hand, pushed my head down, and led me through a narrow opening down a dark passageway. We reached an underground chamber, and he lit a match to show me the alabaster ceiling. Then we climbed over 100 steps in this bent position. I was more than half fainting with the climb and the bent over position I had to keep. When I would pull his hand for a rest, he would only pull harder and go faster. I tried by sign language to persuade him to go back, but we were standing in a large hall, and he pointed up and screamed, "Air conditioner!" I saw a little light always up, so I tried to climb. It was dreadful. All I could think of was passing out and losing my purse. Finally, half fainting, I fell into the king's chamber and sat in a crumbling coffin. What do you think the air conditioner was? Well, when I came to, there he stood with his dirty shorts and skinny legs, flapping his robes violently, screaming, "Air conditioner!" I laughed hysterically, and then the air conditioner became a crying towel. I made him understand I wanted out fast. We had to climb about 40 more steps, and each time I would falter, he would question, "Air conditioner?" Oh, not for all the tea in China was I going through that again. June 29th. Now for one of the real highlights of the entire trip, the Taj Mahal. We walked through a gate, and there it stood in all its gleaming white alabaster beauty. Directly ahead was the great arch of the center of the Taj, and leading up to it, a long pool of water. On either side are flower beds in geometric patterns reflected in the water. The Taj took 22 years to build and cost over $9 million. You may have to wander far over thorns that bleed and scar you. And those rocky mountains you must climb. We'll try other rooms. In the last one was a whole group of heads. She gave me 2 to hold up while she snapped a picture. I hope it turned out. It did! Now, looking back on all of it with you, it really is like a wonderful dream. I have so many memories of beautiful places, friendly faces, and wonderful adventures. My only regret is that my husband didn't share in all this fun and excitement. Dance and dream through the night, it seemed to be right, just being with her. Now you must wake up, all dreams must end. Take off your makeup, the party's over, it's all over. Thank you, everyone. My name is Kaitlyn Semple. That's Lillian.